Welcome back to our review of the 2014 racing season here at the Singapore Turf Club. Back onto the turf for the first feature of April and the start of a new rivalry between Zac Spirit and Emperor Max in the Kranji Sprint. They're ready. Gates back and they're racing in the Kranji Sprint. Peaceful Warrior slowly into stride. Captain Obvious ridden hard out of the gates and Mr. Big's going to burn up with him. Goalkeeper drops across to third. Zac Spirit to fourth up on the outside from Emperor Max. Johnny Guitar. A gap off then to Cavallo. Peaceful Warrior. And back to the rear went El Padrino. They come down the side and Mr. Big went through to the front as they go to the 800 metres. He led a length and a half. Captain Obvious in second and they burn along. Goalkeeper is over on the inside. Zac Spirit in fourth. Emperor Max about to come across his back, trying to get into the clear, but going up on the outside. Johnny Guitar, then Cavallo, Peaceful Warrior, and last of all is El Padrino. Top of the lane, Goalkeeper shows the way over Captain Obvious. Zac Spirit striking on the outside, goes up strongly. Emperor Max trying to follow it home, followed by Johnny Guitar. Zac Spirit at the 300 metres went to the lead. Emperor Max runs on strongly. It's Zac Spirit in front. Emperor Max is finishing well. Cavallo and Johnny Guitar down the outside. Zac Spirit, Emperor Max in a two-horse war. Emperor Max goes up to Zac Spirit lifting on the inside. Zac Spirit, Emperor Max in the Kranji Sprint. Great finish. I'd say Zac Spirit a nose to Emperor Max. On the same weekend, the stay is shone in the JBBA Moonbeam Vase. And Martin about to be brought to the outside. Top of the lane they come. Cash Luck goes up on the outside of Nandara. Super 97 asked for his effort. Step It Up went by him. They were followed by Martin. Next of all is Bendicium, but Cash Luck. 300 metres to go. Out by 2 lengths. Step It Up. Super 97 now hitting his stride. Martin out wider. Cash Luck still the one to get. Step It Up. Super 97 trying to get there. Cash Luck for power clear in the Moonbeam Vase. Brilliant ride. Cash Luck too good. Cash Luck wins it by a length and a half. The best 3-year-olds in Singapore lined up in the second leg of the 3-year-old series, the 3-year-old Classic, with predictably the same result as the first leg. Point sets out in the front, out by 3 lengths. Over in second, Lucky Mission, Faultless in third. They were followed then by Marseille Roulette. War Affair is in a great position. Next of all, over on the inside, Goodman, followed by Desert Fox, then Rider Spring. Well back, Room for Excuse over on the inside, Easy Money. Then Daniel Blue Swede trying to get to the outside, but a long, long way off the lead. 400 metres to go. Straight to the point is the leader. Faultless going up to test him. Now War Affair lays it down to them on the outside. And the star War Affair went to the front. Goodman begins to run on strongly down the outside. 200 metres to go. War Affair by a length and a half. Goodman closing in on the outside, but he's giving plenty. War Affair. He's 2 lengths to the good of Goodman. And War Affair takes the middle leg of the 3-year-old series. War Affair wins it by 2. Earlier in the day, a 2-year-old made his debut.
Affleck, he's sitting quietly here. He races up on the outside of Bonato, and it could be an upset on the cards. 200 metres to go, and Danny Beasley says go on Affleck, and he's raced by Bonato, who's boldly sticking on. They're a mile in front from Massaro, and the others are a mile away behind a very impressive winner, and it's Affleck who takes out the Inglis Melbourne.
Sunday the 27th of April could well lay claim to the best day's racing of the year, with a Group 1, 2 and 3 to satisfy the tastes of Kranji racegoers.
He's about 4 or 5 lengths off Slew of Load as they turn into the straight now. 450 metres to go. Slew of Load, he's not shaking them off at the moment, and Knights Command, Speedy Cat are racing up. Cordoba's a long way back. He's anchored, and Niobium's coming down the outside, so could be a surprise here. Slew of Load's going to have to fight, but Knights Command's gone by him. 200 metres to go. Then Speedy Cat, Niobium. Cordoba I think's too far back, and it's Knights Command and Zuriman in front from Speedy Cat and Slew of Load, who is battling courageously, but Knights Command in front for Zuriman, and he takes the Admiralty Classic Stakes.
And the front runner Wild Geese doing it well for Harry Cassim, led over Cash Luck second. Over on the fence, Bendisi and Musketeer out 3 wide. Covering Johnny Guitar between horses. City Lad down on the fence. They were followed by Step It Up, then Trapeus. Next of all is Nandara. And last of all, Martin as they're about to turn down side. 900 metres to go, and the front runner Wild Geese doing it quite well. He's at a leisurely time in the front, led a length and a half over Cash Luck. Moving around the outside, Musketeer. Bendician over on the leader's back, followed by Johnny Guitar. Step It Up about to go. Martin does go. He takes off quickly around the outside. City Lad. Trapeus trying to get into the clear, and back at the rear is Nandara about to turn for home. 500 metres to go in the QE2, and Wild Geese has made play from the outset. Martin swoops up on the outside. Now Cash Luck needs to
fine between them. They were followed by Bendician. Then came Johnny Guitar coming to the outside. Step It Up is down the outer, but Wild Geese gives a decent kick here. Bendician tries to run him down. Johnny Guitar, Martin Cashluck battle away for the Miners along with City Lad and Step It Up. Wild Geese in front. Johnny Guitar is coming at him out in the middle. Between horses Bendician, but Wild Geese stunning right in the lead by Harry Cassim, and Wild Geese takes out the QE2.
Surely to be renamed the Rocket Man at some stage in the future. The Lion City Cup was won by the champion on 4 occasions between 2009 and 2012. In 2014, the field was small but full of quality.
Mr. Big bounced away quickly. So too El Milagro, goalkeeper over on the inside. Emperor Max going up on the outer ahead of Zach Spirit. Then Trudeau, and back to the rear went El Padrino. 1,000 metres to go, turning off the back. And Little King, goalkeeper over on the inside of El Milagro. Mr. Big trapped out wide. Zach Spirit went across over onto the leader's back. Emperor Max in 5th position as they turn down the side. A gap away in the field then to Trudeau. And back at the tail is El Padrino. So they go fairly quickly, and goalkeeper is the leader as they come to the final 600 by a half length over Mr. Big. Zach Spirit in a striking position 3rd, followed by El Milagro, then Emperor Max, a gap to Trudeau, and El Padrino's back at the rear. To home they come, goalkeeper the leader. Zach Spirit travels up beautifully on his outside, followed by Mr. Big. Then came El Milagro. Emperor Max needs to pick up. It's beginning to come through with a pink cap, but Zach Spirit went to the lead at the 200 metres, got a length. Emperor Max finishing on strongly. Goalkeeper over on the inside, Zach Spirit the leader. Emperor Max trying to run it down, but Zach Spirit clear in the Lion City Cup, and Zach Spirit takes out the Lion City by a length and a half.
The early part of May is generally quiet before the international races light things up. However, a moderate Sunday card on the 4th of May turn out to be anything but, as a star was born.
Now Spilato's well off the track there in the green colours, grey cap in the frame in the middle, followed by Moon of Neptune. Classic Effect for the back with Winfrey. Flying Windfall a fair way back with Geese and Master Midnight, and still Golden Star. But here's Spilato, who's canted to the front here with about 250 metres to go, and looks good, looks home. Spilato by about 5, an increasing margin as well. Ocean Power can't go with it, nor can Moon of Neptune. Then came Geese and Master, who's making some ground, but this is going to absolutely demolish them. Spilato wins it by about 8.
Since being moved to the Friday before International Day in 2010, the Guineas night has grown into the best Friday night of the year, with 2 feature races now firmly entrenched at the start of Singapore's biggest week, and the night continues to shine. The Ozhorse Golden Horseshoe brings together the best of the youngsters.
All set, and the 2-year-olds are on their way now, and Irrepressible away fairly well. Affleck's jumped away really nicely here, and look at Kiwi Karma storming across, and the filly's going to lead by about 4. Kiwi Karma leads out here from Affleck as they settle down. Now Bonato, who's fairly keen, moves up on the outside. I'm Cool further back in the field with a lot in hand, who's out very wide. Caster improving there, going up better than centre field. Irrepressible behind those with Sing Surat further back behind those, then know each other. Massereo a long way back with Confane, Scout Done, Stockbroker, and also Rock Esprit, but Bonato has worked around. 600 metres to go. Moves up on the outside of the filly, Kiwi Karma, and Affleck right behind them, the favourite as they turn. Then Caster in the red cap ridden along. Further back, I'm Cool, being followed by a lot in hand, Irrepressible, and behind those Sing Surat and Massereo. Kiwi Karma giving a great sight. Affleck now called upon, then Bonato and Caster, and the 4 best runners have pulled away, and it's Kiwi Karma and Affleck. The Laxon runners are going to fight it out, and look at the filly, she's fighting here, Kiwi Karma. Affleck is flat out to pick her up. The flying filly in front, Kiwi Karma for Nunez, and she'll land the Ozhorse Golden Horseshoe. Sensational from Kiwi Karma, wins it by a length and a half.
The Singapore Guineas, only won by the best 3-year-olds, confirm what many already knew, that War Affair was a genuine star.
They're racing in the Guineas. War Affair the best to begin. Lively Dragon through on the inside to take up the lead. And Goodman goes forward with Daniel on the outside. Marseille Roulette up to 4th, and War Affair just drops off the speed, and there's plenty of it with Lively Dragon flying out in the front. Room for Excuse over on the inside from Rise and Shine, Blue Swede. Then Perfect Challenger, and last of all is Bogart. They run down the back, 1,200 metres to go, and Lively Dragon is out by 7 lengths over Goodman in second. 2 lengths away in the field to Daniel down on the inside of Marseille Roulette. Then came War Affair travelling strongly in 5th, about 10 from the leader, who's flying along in the lead. Room for Excuse over on the inside. Rise and Shine is next of all, followed by Perfect Challenger. Then came Blue Sweet, and last of all is Bogart. Down before the final 700 metres they go, and Lively Dragon coming back to the field very quickly as they come to the top of the straight. Goodman around the outside of it with Marseille Roulette. They were followed by Daniel near the top of the straight. Beasley about to stoke up War Affair as they come to the top of the lane. Then came Room for Excuse. Rise and Shine trying to get onto the back of War Affair as they straighten up. Below the final 450, Goodman is the leader. War Affair, Daniel come after him now, but War Affair went straight past Goodman at the 300 metres. War Affair gets out by 2 over Goodman. Daniela, Rise and Shine down the outside. 200 metres to go in the Guineas, and War Affair explodes away. He's got this one wrapped up. He dashes out by 5 lengths over Goodman. Down the outside, Daniel, but a big performance by War Affair. The champion 3-year-old does it easily.
International Day, and the quality was on show even before the first of the feature races. Marira, Brown, Preble, Nunez, Purton and Beasley had shared riding honours in the first 8 races. In the first of the 2 features, the quality rose to the top, and Lucky 9 was to ride even more history into the Chris Flyer Sprint.
Started looking across the line. Gates back, racing in the Chris Flyer. Captain Obvious burst out of the gates, went to the front over Zach Spirit. Lucky 9 commenced beautifully over on the inside. Emperor Max is zooming up on the outer, followed by Sterling City, getting across to be 3 off early on from Goalkeeper, Slew of Load, Belmont Mast, and a gap away to El Padrino. Turning off the back now, 800 metres to go. Captain Obvious led. Emperor Max quickly up to second. Lucky 9, the run of the race over on the fence, joined by Zach Spirit. Then came next of all Goalkeeper, Sterling City, and they hum along here. Slew of Load over on the inside of Belmont Mast, and 4 lengths away to El Padrino as they come to the top of the straight. 500 metres to go in the Chris Flyer. The grey Captain Obvious led over Emperor Max. Lucky 9 over on the inside, sweating on a run. Zach Spirit makes his move around the outside, looms into it quickly, followed by Sterling City, who needs to pick up. Emperor Max the leader. Lucky 9, Zach Spirit come after Emperor Max. Lucky 9 gets the first run on them. Lucky 9 went to the lead over Emperor Max. Zach Spirit tries, but tries in vain. Lucky 9 races away in the Chris Flyer. Back to back into history. Lucky 9 for Preble and Founds takes it out by 3. Second, Emperor Max.
Having won the Cup 12 months earlier, John Moore was back with the 2013 Quinella, Military Attack and Dan Excel.
Set now. Gates are back, racing in the Cup. Wild Geese got a great start from the inside. Dan Excel not so. He's being hard-ridden on the inside, but from the inside advantage will be forwarder. Tokay Halo for Japan is coming up on the outside. Johnny Guitar just off them. Lamario and Trapeus has got a lovely spot over on the inside. They were followed by Military Attack just off them. Malakalok was next from Sea Sage. Then came Smoking Sun as they leave the straight from City Ladder. And back to the rear went Side Glance. They work up the side now towards the final 1,500 metres, and Tokay Halo, as expected, went to the lead. Wild Geese in second. Dan Excel over on the inside, and they're not going at a breakneck pace. Up on the outside a little wide is Lamario, followed by Johnny Guitar down on the fence. Then Military Attack, he's got into a great position. He's one off the fence, covering up Trapeus. Then Malakalok over on the rails from the American Sea Sage. A length and a half away to Smoking Sun. City Lad the inside, and back at the rear is Side Glance. They come to the halfway marker, 1,000 metres to go, and Tokay Halo given a little bit more rain, raced away by 4 lengths over Dan Excel. Wild Geese the outside, Johnny Guitar down on the fence ahead of Lamario, then Military Attack, Joe biding his time on the favourite. The inside is Trapeus, Malakalok, Sea Sage about to go for Flores, trying to get onto his back is Smoking Sun, then City Lad, and Side Glance needs to come from last to win the Cup as they come to the top of the straight. 600 metres to go. Tokay Halo shows the way. Dan Excel easing off the fence to come after him. Wild Geese gave it away. Around the outside, beginning to run into it was Lamario, followed by Military Attack. Trapeus, Johnny Guitar, Sea Sage for America runs into it quite well. It's Tokay Halo at the 300. Dan Excel goes up to eyeball him. Military Attack, a little one pace trying to get there. Down the outside is Smoking Sun, but Dan Excel races away for Tommy Berry. Inside the final furlong, Dan Excel has got them. Military Attack and Smoking Sun run on hard, but Dan Excel takes out the Singapore Airlines International Cup.
An emotional Tommy Berry with an international Group 1 victory on the track where his brother Nathan rode his last race in March. We moved to June and Emperor Max gained his much-deserved maiden Singapore Group race with a dominant front-running display in the Stewards Cup.
Up at the 500 metres they go. Bale Star running second, but Emperor Max the first one to turn in the Stewards Cup, leading out from Bale Star and then Eurozone. Then Johnny Guitar thumping further back, Cavallo, Holy Warrior and Cordoba, but he sits very quietly here. Corey Brown and Emperor Max. He goes for it now. Bale Star only a length away. Johnny Guitar called upon is 2.5 lengths off Emperor Max, who's giving plenty. 150 metres to go. It's Max in front. Emperor Max by length and a half from Bale Star. The shore runners are trying very hard, but he gets his deserved win in the Stewards Cup, and easily in the end for Emperor Max. He wins it by a length and a half.
Popular jockey John Powell recorded a career milestone when Cash Advance saluted on the 20th of June, recording his 400th Singapore win.
They were followed by Dreamcatcher and Kaiser, then Cope Da Vinci and Assertive Lab, but 150 metres to go and Cash Advance in a race of its own. It's out by 6 or 7 lengths over Savage Storm. Here's win number 400 in Singapore for John Powell. Cash Advance in a breeze, wins it by 6 lengths.
After impressive wins at his first 2 runs, Spalato stepped up to Group 1 company and proved up to the mark with a hard-fought victory over star 4-year-old Step It Up in one of the races of the season.
Now they're off in the Patrons Bowl. The favourite Johnny Guitar away well, along with Step It Up, and Spalato is going to roll forward with Empress Wu in the early part. Cavallo coming across, Bendician next, Valbuena, followed by Wall Street Boy, and Flying Tempo went back to the rear. They race their way down the back, and Spalato is going to take the lead. He's out by 2 lengths over Johnny Guitar, Empress Wu, and moving up on the outside. Step It Up a little wide is exposed. Cavallo is out 3 deep as well, Valbuena. Cavallo's 4 wide in actual fact, searching forward from Valbuena. Wall Street Boy sneaking up on the inside, then Bendician and Flying Tempo last of all. A bit over 1,000 metres to go, and Spalato comes back nicely under Nunez now. Led the Patrons Bowl field over Step It Up, moving around the outside to second. Then came Johnny Guitar and Empress Wu. Cavallo hasn't been able to get in, is caught out wide from Bendician, then Wall Street Boy. About 3 lengths from the leader over on the fence, then Valbuena and Flying Tempo last of all. 600 metres to go. Spalato is the leader. Over Step It Up, Empress Wu being ridden up on the outside. Johnny Guitar just angling into the clear, or trying to, as they turn from Cavallo. Next of all then is Wall Street Boy over on the inside from Bendician. Well back Valbuena. Step It Up goes up to eyeball Spalato with a bit of a kick of the 300 metres. Spalato and Step It Up going together. Johnny Guitar finishing fairly strongly from Cavallo. Wall Street Boy is not into it. Bendician down the outside. It's Step It Up and Spalato fighting tooth the nail here. Spalato over on the inside. Step It Up wearing him like a glove. Spalato the inside with Step It Up. Oh, they hit it, I'd say Spalato.
Halfway mark of the season, Elvin Tarn had a comfortable 5-win lead over Laurie Laxon, with Michael Freedman Takioka and Mark Walker all having great starts. Manuel Nunez looked already home in the jockeys with 67 from Corey Brown 36, Munro, Powell and Beasley. No Sonari led the apprentices on 18 from Harry Kassam on 17, and rising star Kifto on 11 already, although injury was to sideline him for much of the second half of the year. We're halfway through our review of the 2014 racing season here in Singapore. Plenty more action to come straight after the break.